All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is George, and this is a 2016 Harley Davidson Street 750. This is an interesting bike. It really is. And having ridden it a little bit this morning, I've started to develop some opinions, as I am wont to do. Right off the bat, this is a good bike. The question, though, is if this is a good Harley. And let's talk about it. The Harley that you all know and love, big bore V-twin, long range, canyon skirting, canyon carving. Not even really canyon carving. They're great for long rides. This is great for all those other rides that are not long rides. This is great for the city. This bike doesn't compare to, say, a Softail Standard or a Street Bob or a Lowrider, Heritage, Softail Slim, none of those bikes. This bike compares to bikes, say, like a Triumph Street Twin, maybe a Bonneville. Compares, you're going to put it up against maybe a Kawasaki Vulcan S, which is a 650. This is a 750. This compares to maybe a Honda CB, a CB 750 from back in the day. It doesn't compare to a Harley because we can see we've got a big radiator up front. It's a liquid-cooled engine. It gives it a completely different character, a different feel. And that's not a bad thing. I've heard some people say that it's not a real Harley. It is. Because when you compare it to the other bikes, this bike has definitely a little bit more of that Harley hot sauce to it. It's got the character. Not as much as a 103. Come on, it's a liquid-cooled bike. This is a completely different type of machine. But it is a true Harley. At its core, this is adding V-twin hot sauce, Harley Davidson hot sauce, to that urban city bike. And that's a good mix, because that's something those other bikes were definitely missing. Because I've owned those other bikes, I've ridden those other bikes, and, well, I don't anymore for a reason. They lack that hot sauce. Now, this one we took in on trade. It's got less than 2,000 miles on it. Not a lot of miles. It's practically brand new, even though it's a 2016. But it's still a great bike. Easy to ride. We use the 500cc version, the Street 500, in the Harley Davidson Riding Academies, and they do a great job. This, being the 750, it's definitely that you can take it home, meet the family kind of thing with it. But it's unique. It's a unique experience to the Harley culture. And that's not a bad thing. Harley needs to attract customers that are not the traditional Harley customers, and I think a bike like this can definitely do that. It's laid out similar to a more, go ahead and call it a metric bike. We got a key up here up front. We've got the ignition switch over here. We'll make sure that we are in, where we're at, neutral. Let's go ahead and start it. All right. Now, one thing that we're going to notice right off the bat is that the turn signal switch, there's not one on each side. There's a horn over here, or the start button, horn here, and left, right, and a cancel button, which is like a metric. High beam flashers here, no flasher, just the high beam switch. Real simple, real basic bike. Let's go ride it. 1,540 miles right now. Mid controls, so if you're used to your feet out in front of you, you're going to feel a little cramped. If you're used to mid controls, well, it'll be just fine. And I'm in a derelict office park, not on a public road. This is a brand new office, or I guess you could call it an industrial situation that's being built over here in Rock Hill. You don't have the punch of a like a 103 or anything like that. This is not a big bore V-twin. It's a smaller displacement. But even though I say small displacement, come on. Back in the day, a 750 was a big bike. Let's be real about that. This is definitely the most agile bike Harley-Davidson has in the inventory right now. The front brake is a little squishy. It could use some steel braided lines up front. But the real surprise is the grip that you're getting off the back brake. The engine makes a lot of entertaining snaps and pops on diesel. It's actually pretty cool, I think. The fuel tank is more reminiscent to the Street Bob, the new Softail Standard. Almost to a complete stop, didn't have to put my foot down. The bike is balanced very well. Left turn signal. Roll it here a little bit so I can see. standing. Not going straight back to the shop. I'm going to get something to drink. Oh, turn signal. Not self-canceling. Not self-canceling. Okay. Lesson learned there. A little bit more of a throwback bike. Probably very natural if you're used to metrics. Kind of fun listening to that engine pop. Slow it down here. For a little guy, this thing's kind of angry. As far as it's talking back to you. The way it spits and pops. And then to turn it off, we've got the switch right here. A little bit different. Make sure you turn the key off. And the kickstand is right there on the side, more like a Bonneville. Not a bad bike. Not a bad bike. Soft bags with a rack to keep them in place, kind of a shoulder holster system for a little utility. I like the little cafe fairing up front. I think it looks kind of cool. But yeah, not a bad bike at all. What do we got a price at? I got the price tag in here. (2016) XG750, 5,000 miles. It's for sale if you want it. That's a lot of bike for $5 grand. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right.
My uncle bought one. He said he loved it.
Yeah, it's not a bad bike at all.
He loves the hell out of it.
Yeah, it's a little different, but it's cool.
They look cool. I'll check one out for it. I like it.
Yeah. That's like the fourth guy to talk to me about this bike. I've got more comments on this bike than I have had on custom choppers. All right, let's go. Putting my snackles in the bag, make it very convenient. Oh, I found neutral. This is an interesting bike. It really is. Is it a good bike? Yes. Is it a good Harley? Actually, yes. It is a good Harley. Because it's just approaching a different market than what your traditional Harley riders approach. This is a great city urban bike. Liquid cooled. You got the auxiliary fans for if you're sitting out red lights a long time. You're not getting up to speed on little city roads. It's a great urban bike. It's a great bike. Yeah, thumbs up. If you need something that's fuel efficient, affordable. I like the looks. I think it looks cool. Yeah, absolutely. I approve. 2 thumbs up. This is a good bike. For $5,000, this is a great bike for somebody wanting to step up from their entry bike. Anyway, available here at Cox Harley-Davidson, 1178 Galleria Boulevard. Link to this bike in the description. I'll see you later.